Hello, welcome to the Sword Gamer. We are live because I pressed the wrong button. If you'd like to just hold on for one moment. Hello, welcome to the Sword Game. I'm your host, Rob. We're live here in sunny Ireland, and I'm here with the gorgeous Mr. Mick Wendell. Hello, sir. Okay.
Sorry, you said gorgeous. I wasn't really.
Your twin.
Yeah. Someone else.
Your pretty twin. We're live here for round 3 of the HeroPhase Irish GT 2019.
We got it that time.
Oh, third time's a charm. We didn't actually try the first time, so
No.
yeah, we've cracked it. Exciting game coming up.
Yeah. We have Deepkin with Gotrek. Is it Gotrek with Deepkin or Deepkin with Gotrek? What do you reckon?
I think everything is with Gotrek.
Yeah. Gotrek's bringing his Deepkin with him.
Yeah.
Taking his eels for a walk.
Yeah, he's going for a party out there in the mortal realms. He's taking his fish for a walk. And we saw the salmon cannon do really well at the Facehammer GT. Mr. Luke Morton winning with his Idoneth. And we also saw Mr. Donald Taylor rocking around with his Gotrek. This Gotrek actually has already just battled another Gotrek the round before.
Yep.
But died.
Yeah, he did. I think they both died.
Oh.
I think it was mutual destruction.
I think every Gotrek player is the new Iron Jaws players.
No, I think Gotrek players have a chance.
Oh, nice. Sick burn against the Iron Jaws players. Don't worry, Iron Jaws players, we care about you.
Yeah. Your day is coming.
Yeah, I'd write you to tell you about it, but you can't read.
I'm only laughing because it's true.
Every Iron Jaws player can't read. Yeah, Nathan's like, I'm like, Nathan, what about words? He's like, pictures, and I'm like, oh god.
And I bet you he wears flip flops.
Yeah. Ruskies is so excited for this. All right, excited. So so it's Skaven, not the advertised Fresh Eater Corpse, which is a clickbait title that I put in. I also spelt the scenario name wrong, so more fool you guys. You fell for it again. I'm very excited. Me and Mick both very tired as well.
Super tired.
Rocking on 3 hours sleep, so get ready for some real weird and esoteric commentary.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Nice word.
Oh, thank you. The only thing I have going for me is words I know. I can say with my mouthpiece. I can't type them because I'm an idiot. Gotrek with his Idoneth, and he's against Plague Monks for days.
Yes, lots of Plague Monks, some Giselles, no Storm Fiends. So it's basically a different allegiance.
Yeah, and also the Idoneth list is different as well. Also, the BIP thing is working again. So if you're watching on Twitch Live, press BIP on Twitch. It'll show you the lists.
Oh, yeah.
And who's in the list. Big shout out to Dave Chin there, bringing home the bacon with the lists. And you'll see that there's a unit of 6 offensive eels. Yeah, I mean, they're physically offensive, not like emotionally offensive. And then 3 units of 3 defensive eels.
Yeah.
Again, not emotionally defensive, but kind of game defensive. And Speckles, yes, my trick worked. I advertised Fresh Eater Courts, Speckles turned up, and I can say, shut up, Speckles, there's no Fresh Eater Courts. Also, apologies again for thinking that you're coming to Ireland this weekend, because I forgot to let you know.
I just hit my head off
And
the
then
microphone
Righteous is totally new to this, but go Archie. Love Mrs. Archie. Mrs. Archie is watching the show. Yes,
Yeah,
she's there.
she's on the
There we go.
He says hi.
He says hi. All right, let's look at the.
Hi, Rachel, I love you.
His bald spot definitely showing there.
Definitely.
Definitely showing there. So he's very excited. Right, let's look at the tabletop. So we're playing Scorched Earth. That's the scenario we're playing. 8 objectives, as you can see on the field. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, well, what I'm really looking forward to this is that it's numerous Skaven versus fast-moving Idoneth with a powerhouse Haymaker in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be really cool. You've got two different kind of aspects of the game, movement and volume.
Yes, absolutely. A board control as well. Like, one of the things about the Idoneth Deepkin is they can keep a huge volume of their units off the board.
Yeah.
And so that means that you need board space. And it's really hard, actually, to do so, because as you can see here, the battle lines, there's all of this that you have to screen off against those eels. And if you didn't have such a weight of numbers on your side as the Skaven do, you'd be really up against it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah. There's Archie in his board shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Archie in his board shorts, letting people know that he's going to take the crown. What do we know as Archie as a player?
Archie follows his heart as a player. Okay, and it's working out for him well this weekend. I think he's 2 wins. 2 wins, as far as I know, and he is an avid Deepkin player in all respects. He'll play turtles, he'll play alopexes, he'll play basically anything what he loves.
Okay, so he's a fishmonger at heart.
He is also a personality.
Okay,
he is a personality.
I think I picked that up earlier on when he screamed about the fact he was going to be on the TV. So I'm very excited. Archie, if you watch this back, you seem like an absolute treasure and a service to the community, realistically. And he's got, as you can see, the eel's already going down. 3 units of 10 thralls as well, a bunch of characters, but it's got to be about the big man himself. Well, the little man himself, Gotrek.
Yeah, Gotrek's going to be a real issue for the Skaven player because, well, no. Gottrek's going to be an issue for any player, but at least the Skaven player has Plague Monks to surround him. Because Plague Monks are one of the few units in the game that are really good at killing Gotrek. They're really efficient at killing Gotrek because lots of attacks, they're only 1 damage anyway, and so you're not losing you're not wasting anything there. You have stuff that are like high rend and loads of damage, and you're losing a lot of the potential because of the Gottrek's ability to turn everything down to a 1 damage attack. So, been able to get, I think you can get like 15, 16 Plague Monks in range. 4 attacks apiece.
Yeah. 3 attacks base unless they get an extra attack given to them.
Yeah, so and then they have rerolls to hits if they've got 2 the feathered blades. So they really have a good chance of killing Gotrek. So Archie has to be careful about how he inserts Gotrek into that Skaven army.
Agreed.
Surgically.
I think it's going to be. I think those Plague Monks do get into Gotrek, but the defensive eels, which I think is great. So they have that 3-up with Norren save. Could really make the difference here. And obviously, we've already seen sides chosen. Skaven are on the right-hand side, and the Idoneth Deepkin are on the left-hand side. The salmon cannon versus the rat catchers. They're not really the rat catchers, are they? What is it's like
Ratapalooza.
Yeah, it's like 5 all goes west with rats.
There's a lot of rats here.
There's a lot of rats.
149 rats or something on this board.
And they're all potentially going to take damage from the Gloomtide shipwreck.
Correct.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Did you know it's called anything other than the boat?
I kept forgetting the Gloomtide part. Shipwreck was as much as it got from me. I also just realised it's called an etheric vortex.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So, and I have them. Yeah. I own this army. I play this army. Not very well, but his defensive eels will be very good for those Giselles sitting in the back.
Yes, they will.
Because he'll really struggle to get any damage through against such the unrendable, and I think they got a 4-up and then 3-up on turn 1. So that'll kind of neuter them. So this is what I like about the current about shooting coming back as well. Idoneth are starting to get a bit more of a benefit from their allegiance ability.
Yeah, when previously there was no shooting.
There's just nothing.
There
Yeah,
was
no
none.
shooting at all. So bringing that back, bringing that kind of like allegiance ability back into play. You almost forget about it as a Deepkin player. I know I do.
Yeah.
Because I don't play against any shooting armies myself.
Both of these two armies as well, quite high drops. It's going to be. I can't quite for the life of me remember who's going to get the first turn or who's going to get to choose, but our table boss is going to be able to find that out. The numbers for us.
Yeah.
Which is a fine, lovely job he's going to do.
Okay.
So
Clemens is 9 and Archie's
Clemens
11.
is going to get the choice. And speaking,
Clemens is an unknown.
He is an unknown. There he is. Is he out of German?
He is.
stock?
He is one of the German cavalry that have come over to bolster my event.
Yeah,
very nice
three
lads.
Germans have travelled over. They do seem like absolute treasures.
Yeah.
They've come over and are ready to play. I've heard that they're here on a kind of trade mission for post-Brexit, where they're going to establish trade routes with other elements of Europe as England falls into the swamp of its own creation.
Yeah, and the Irish GT was a happy accident. So
they just happened to be here, which was nice.
Yeah, so a few of the lads came over, and I haven't had the pleasure of really spending much time with them at the moment. But that's what tonight's for.
Exactly.
Socialise a bit. Really, this is really what it's all about. I suppose really expanding that community, showing guys from different countries what it's all about here, and really sharing the experience. It's awesome. I love one of the reasons why I love this hobby.
Yeah, it's going to be. There we go. We see some of the plague monks going down now.
The monks.
Look at the clan rats, the dutty ass. Come on, Rob. You're trying not to swear. Clan rats at the front, really not doing the work. And then he's gone for woe staves. Interesting.
I think he has a unit of each. I think one woe staves and one feathered blades.
Interesting choice on the.
If I was being a bit more proactive, I'd have the list open in front of me.
Yes, very interesting for a German to move away from the efficiency of movement trays. Yeah. But as much as I'm a huge advocate for movement trays, they can sometimes box you in your choice of what you do on the tabletop.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point, because I've noticed people will misdeploy or play almost badly just to adhere to the movement trays. Just to say, oh, I'm staying in movement tray, but come out of your movement tray and move to that extra inch, or move that extra bit of that extra angle. Just to, don't. And so I think some people do become slaves to their movement trays.
Yeah,
they think they have to stay in them, and so.
If you guys are wondering about the list, if you press the BIP button, you'll see the lists are in there. You can check out the lists for yourself, which should help. With Clem getting to choose who goes first, what do you think he's going to do? Because we're playing Scorched Earth, if you guys don't know. So this is 8 objectives, and what you can do is you can burn them, but only after battle round 2.
And only your opponent's ones.
And only your opponent, which I love that change.
Yeah, and I didn't know about that, and I lost a game because of that. Burning the opponent's ones.
Yeah.
So it is a very, it's actually a great, I think it's a great mission because of that, because you can't just burn them all and the game's over. So, I don't know if it's a tough one, because Archie has the movement and a very he's got 12 wounds with a 3-up save, ignoring rend, that'll sit in an objective.
But they can't. But they can't. They can't beat through the plague monks, and
True.
the defensive eels, and they also can't be hit by them. So ignoring rend is great, apart from when someone's got 400 million.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I get confused sometimes about exactly how many attacks plague monks have. Is a unit of 400 million?
It's all of them.
It's every single one. Every single one.
Yeah.
That's plenty.
Yeah, so it is, but it's more so saying like you have the supplement of the Giselles to finish off, to like do a few wounds in the units, and they kind of just aren't as effective in this, and that's why you have that screen of 9 standing in front, and then you he can follow up with the Eels. With the offensive Eels, are the offensive Eels off the board? I can't see them. Yeah, they look like they're off the board.
So yeah, we're going to find out from our table boss any units that are not yet deployed. And see exactly where they are, and also get a recap of the units as they deployed. Hello, everyone in the Twitch chat. Let me know who you're rooting for. Mick, are you rooting for anyone?
I have to root for Archie purely because it's Gotrek bringing his fish for a walk. Like, it's a cool list. It's more so the list that I'm rooting for, because it's a nice unique list. It's a nice fresh take on the scene. I'd love to see something unusual come out on top, you know?
Yes, and speaking of unusual, Gotrek definitely is that. When we go find out where he is on the tabletop, I'm not 100% sure he's gone down yet. I don't think he's been deployed in a kind of smart play. But yeah, I'm excited to see him. I don't know where he is.
So, I won't tell you what it is, but Gotrek has been slightly converted to fit in with this Deepkin army.
That's what I'm trying to find him.
Yeah.
But I don't think table boss. Gottrek's not yet on the board. He's not deployed.
He's been shown off to his opponent though.
Yeah, I can see it. We can. Oh no, it's it's okay. Put him on the table. We can sort it. It's okay. So Gotrek going on the board there.
Oh, there he is now.
Oh, he's put him in the one place you can't see him, behind the building.
Way to hide him behind a building, Archie.
It's literally. So he's gone down here. And our camera view is like this, so he's literally line of sight blocked our camera in what is.
I somehow feel targeted.
Intentional.
Yeah, victimized.
Yeah.
So
when we finally get to see him,
He's building suspense though.
He is building suspense up. Get ready for this Gotrek. It will change your hearts and your minds.
There he is, right there.
Right there, yeah. I can't get a view on him.
Yeah.
Can't get a view on him. Tell you what, this Archie fella seems fun.
Yeah, he is. He even looks fun.
He does look fun. Let's have a look at him. There he is.
Yeah.
Just
he is commanding. Perfectly placed terrain overlay.
Yeah, absolutely rocked it. Yeah.
So,
so I personally think Clem's in the driving seat on this game.
Yeah, he's got the numbers.
Yeah, so we've seen the 9 Giselles go down here. There's also the Warlock Bombardier. He's not called that though. He's called the Bombardier. Clemens is fully deployed.
Cool.
And then those 9 Giselles are going to do solid work with the buffs, and they potentially can do mortal wounds. I think, and potentially it could do some real big work. Everyone in the chat, Ruskell's is voting blue. Mr. Teej is voting blue. The BSC button should be, if you scroll underneath, you should be able to see the army list. Oh boy, Phil is voting red, so Skaven got some love. And Right Shirt says, I can vouch for all the effort that has gone into
I believe that's Mrs. Archie.
That is Mrs. Archie.
Yeah.
Mrs. Archie.
We also have he's a Futhon Deepkin build. So here, the interesting thing is the Giselles can target Gotrek.
Yeah. Oh, Clemens has taken the first turn. Oh, here we go. I think we're going to see a handshake. Or maybe we've seen it already. I'm so sorry. But first turn going to Clemens. It's going to be interesting. But they are playing lengthways, don't forget. So it's going to be.
This is the issue. This is the issue that elite armies have in Scorched Earth, is that the Horde armies. Ooh, Death Frenzy on the Plague Monks. So Death Frenzy has been cast on the Plague Monks.
Okay, so that basically makes them indestructible.
and he failed to cast Bellwind just there.
Oh, okay.
That's it,
interesting.
So Death Frenzy means that if you kill them, they're battering you back.
Yeah, so is that the unit of Plague Monks at the top or at the bottom? We'll find that out. There are 2 units. Which Plague Monks have got Death Frenzy on?
I think it looks like the ones nearest the boat.
Yes, but it'd be nice if the table boss just told us which Plague Monks.
It would. It would be nice if the table boss told us which Plague Monks.
Hey, big shout out to our table boss, Nathan. Yeah. He's doing a great job, and he can't wait to tell us which Plague Monks have got Death Frenzy on. I know that for a fact.
He's making us wait. Oh, -2 to hit.
Okay, so the Screaming Bell has chimed its clang, and now has done a -1 to hit bubble. And there are 2 Screaming Bells. You can see them at the bottom of the screen there.
By the sounds of it, he rolled the same result for both.
He did,
so
now it's -2. It stacks.
And
then...
Which unit of Plague Monks got Death Frenzy?
The unit at the top.
So this
unit at the top have got Death Frenzy.
So they are.
There we go.
DF.
Almost as exciting as when we find out whether or not Gottrek's alive.
So if Gottrek goes in there and murders them all, there's a good chance he murders them back.
Yes.
They murder him back.
But that's not actually the worst trade that he could potentially make.
I suppose there's no target in this that isn't going to be a threat for him, because all the 1 damage stuff will just. So over time.
So that's all the spells that we've seen go off. We've just seen Death Frenzy, and we've seen Death Frenzy, and we've of course seen the 2 bells. That's everything else. Bellwind Vortex failed. Interesting what would have happened with Bellwind Vortex. Warp Gale would be a great spell to have for the Skaven at this point, because obviously it turns off Fly.
Yep.
Which is good. So
it's just for 1 unit, though, isn't it?
Just for 1 unit, but I would do it on the unit of 6 offensive heals.
Yeah.
I think what we might see is this. I would run this unit of Plague Monks, just hammer them up the field, because I don't think Archie's going to want to touch him. But then also Archie seems like the sort of person who'll just charge them anyway.
Yeah, and he just I think he would be able to draw on the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that would draw on the heart of the cards.
Yeah. He's just
all his friends are with him. He can't lose.
Yeah, he can't. People are watching at home. He's excited, and he's excited.
Yeah.
So, Clemens though, we get to see some German Warhammer. I haven't actually got to watch much German Warhammer so far.
It's quite exciting to see someone we don't know.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because we see a lot of you see the streams, the events. You're like, oh, you're rooting for people. You're like, I know this person's good. I know this person plays this certain way. But it's nice to see people that we don't know doing well, you know, and seeing like new tactics, new different ways of playing. Because obviously every meta will change. Every country will have their own meta.
Exactly.
So this person will play different depending on how his community plays.
Yes, and whether or not, that's the thing as well. And sometimes that can throw you off a game, because sometimes you're expecting someone to make a smart choice. For instance, the Death Frenzy, Plague Monks, you think, right, okay, well, he's not going to charge his Gotrek in. That's a mistake. Yeah, however, he's not banking on the Irish meta.
He's not banking on the heart of the cards.
Exactly. So I think we could see some interesting counterplay there. But the loss of those 40 Plague Monks could be really big. Against there. Gotrek really wants to be going down into those plague furnaces, the Screaming Bells at the bottom, but I just don't think he's going to get the opportunity to do so.
There's one here and there's one here.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So
Glare on the screen. Apologies. There you go. You can
it does look like 2 there, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one there, as you can see, surrounded, and then over on the other side, there's the other one.
Yeah.
And the Jezzails are hidden behind, with those clan rats screening off the back of the board and keeping it safe as houses.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, is that light reflecting off the banner? Holy hand grenades. That rat's having a disco. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's just get into that. I'm all about that.
2.5 hours of this.
Yes. Oh, nice.
People think we're joking. We are really tired.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm saving that. I'm coming back to him later. So I can see if Disco Rat is still alive. Yeah. The rest of the clan are out fighting at the front. He's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm Disco Rat. I don't do nothing. I just play tunes and I stand at the back of the board. He's also got a flag for the party.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
That's enough of that.
We say that. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I'm saving Disco Rat. By the way, if anyone in the Twitch chat wants me to at any point come back to Disco Rat, please just remind me to come back to Disco Rat.
Aaron Wilson says this coverage is so good.
Oh, thanks.
What a lovely person.
I don't know if he's lying or... and then Xanthame says, just started playing OS and love all the content that is out there. Thanks very much. That's very nice here. Right, so movement. We've seen a pretty defensive line here being played. These Plague Monks blocking well with the Screaming Bell. I think that's interesting. I think we're going to see a defensive play here where he won't maybe move, looking to protect those Giselles as long as possible.
Yeah, that's true. He's on, but his 6, where are his 6?
Thanks, Aaron. You babe.
Here,
you giant babe.
Are these...
Oh my god, we're into the shooting phase.
Does he have the 6 defensive eels on the board?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have the 6. Okay.
So here we go. We're going to see a unit that is famous at this point. They have a pervase, so there's a rat at the front, normally just holding the shield. +1 damage on the guns. So there you go. There's the Giselles. Again, it looks like Clem is aiming for that painting nom.
Yeah.
The honest wargamer painted nom.
Yeah. Not just good enough.
Not just good. An award we're soon to give out. But those 9 Giselles, what do you think they're going to shoot at?
Well, they have. So they've shot at this unit of eels here. 2 wounds only, but they ignore Rend, so he gets 2 3-up saves. He looks like he's failed to save, so he's taken.
Well, so they do mortal wounds on 6s to hit. There's only 1 shot each, but it is 2 mortals, and it looks like he hasn't done those to punch through the.
Are they 1 damage apiece, or are they 2 damage?
2 damage apiece. I think we would have to double check. I will check. Took the 2 mortals, failed the saves.
Saved the save. So he's taken 2 mortal wounds on that unit of defense eels.
Well, fabulous.
That's not bad. It's kind of as much as they'll get because they don't really they can't shoot whatever they want in this game. They have to shoot what's closest to them, which is what I love that Deepkin are actually getting to use that rule.
Yes.
So
yes, they do. Yes. Good point.
But
Yeah.
Gotrek doesn't get to use it, so he has to be careful with Gotrek and the Giselles.
Wow.
Well,
Okay. So this is the end of Clem's first turn.
That was a fast turn.
It was a fast turn. Well done, Clem. The
Well
German
done.
efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, big. Yeah. Yeah. Rob and Mick very excited about a quick and interesting game.
Yeah.
And Clem just looks like he knows what he's about as a person, realistically.
Nathan looks like he's a damsel in distress.
He does. He does.
Looks shocked.
Clem just looking. Ooh, okay.
Okay, so Archie didn't get his ritual off, but I don't think that matters too much. Like the rituals are good to like stop flyers and to buff Eidolons, but other than that, there's nothing major happening.
No, they're not. And no one ever sees Eidolons anyway because Games Workshop overcosted them too much.
They made an absolute hames of them.
Yeah, they made some real mistakes.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, nice, Stephen AOS. Would you say the shooting meta is here now, or have the tides turned?
Oh, get off.
Hey, Serge MMO. Also, big shout out to our table boss, Nathan, keeping up with the buffs. As you can see, it's low tide. Again, a big shout out to our overlay creator, Mr. Wallace. Just a little bit more information for you guys so you can see on the screen there.
What do you think? Do you think the shooting meta will ever come here?
Huh?
Do you think the shooting meta will ever be a shooting meta?
Yes. I mean, I ran. I ran like 70 shooters last year for Age of Sigmar, and they were fantastic. The only issue was the 18-inch, well, the 16-inch range moved 4. So the what you really need is something where the shooting's just absolutely outrageous with the Soul Screen Bridge, which I think is probably where we're going to see Free Cities do quite well.
Yeah.
And also with the cunning, with Bone Splitters getting their book back and getting a whole bunch of upgrades, we've got a range of shooting units in there as well. Those Arrow Boys, particularly famous at one point. And obviously when the Gutbusters come out and they start shooting with their shouts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I've already got the shooting meta down with Gutbusters with 3 Iron Blasters.
Yeah.
So
imagine how good Iron Blasters are going to be. Imagine how good they're going to be.
If they ever decide to make them halfway as decent as they were in Old Fantasy, then I'd be happy. But I can understand why they have to be very careful with shooting, because it does, like if you're running towards a shooting army and you don't get to do anything because you just get shot off, that's not fun.
No.
So I'm happy with them with shooting just being a supplement to armies.
Agreed.
And a way of dealing with a single unit, but not a way of clearing an entire army off the board. Because you also see how Cards and Overlords deal, what happens to them after they blow their load.
Yes.
They then get steamrolled by anything.
They just lose.
So it is a careful thing. I think having it as a supplement to armies, like these 9 Giselles are a nice support for Skaven, for getting at those characters that they can't see, for shooting in the last turn when they're too far away to do anything, so it's a nice supplement. Even 9 Storm Fiends is a nice little supplement, even though it's 800 point supplement.
Yes. Hello, Okapin, by the way. So Archie's into his movement phase, doesn't have much of a hero phase. None of the Idoneth armies do. No. And it looks like he is committing all the way with that unit of Ishalan Guard. Yeah. So those 15, those 3 eels. Gottrek's going to go all the way as well. So he's, there you go. The lovely Clem helping out there.
Yeah, what a nice man. So Archie's deciding whether to run, I'd say now. Because he's like, if it's too far away, I'll probably just run and see what happens,
So with the exception, they've got this Norhole wrapped up here. Archie has this Norhole wrapped up here. So that means that there's going to be nothing. There's going to be nothing deep striking them, so they're fairly safe. And with the exception of the Giselles, if I were the Giselles, I would be looking to shoot into them. But because of the special rule of the Idoneth, I just can't. I have to shoot the nearest thing.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's just locking them down really, really well. So that means everything is going to have to fight in this part of the board. So we have got a battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
It is the battle of the pass.
It is the battle of the pass. And do you know what that battle deserves? That battle deserves Disco Rat.
Someone put it correctly in here. Disco Rat. There we go.
Disco Rat. There he is. He's ready for battle.
He is. Yeah? He is up for it.
He is so ready.
He's actually coming out with us tonight. He's not showing up for game 4.
He's not. He's going to be like the master at the GTs.
We better tell Clemens not to move Disco Rat.
Yeah, never move Disco Rat, please.
We'll give you another model. Just don't move that one. This is to be honest now. Like he's going in for it. He's gone deep.
Yes. So we can finally talk about. Thank you so much for reminding me, Stephen AOS. Let's look at Gotrek. CR300. Thank you for subscribing for the first time ever. Awesome. I imagine that was because of your deep and abiding love for Disco Rat. Oh, are you all ready to see the best
everybody's go surfing.
Surfing USA. I'm mad about the destruction of the end of the old world. Get out my way. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Clemens, who's playing, just subscribed.
Multitasking like a boss.
Imagine how confident he must be that he's got time to subscribe.
I think Archie's in trouble. But there we go. That is an awesome Gotrek.
That is a Gotrek in an Idoneth Deepkin army.
Yeah.
He is absolutely fabulous. Fabuloso. What a babe.
Gotrek Gurner Surf.
Oh, yeah, Gotrek Gurner Surfing. Yeah.
I'm surprised the Germans don't have Gotrek in all their armies. He seems like a very German model.
Yeah, he is. He is fairly Germanic, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Viking-like.
Yeah, I guess so. Although Tales of Their Barbarian Culture was actually a gross propaganda campaign orchestrated by Julius Caesar. Most people don't know that. Yeah, his diary is where most of the information comes from. Really painted them in that kind of idiosyncratic barbarian light that we see them as. But they're a pretty advanced-ish culture for the time period. He just needed to create the bad guy enemy on the outside so as to invade them and sack their homes.
Cool.
The poor Germans.
The table boss is trying to annoy us with their updates. We're talking about Vikings. Would you relax?
So we're in the shooting phase. And in the shooting phase, the Idoneth Deepkin have got some Reavers who are shooting. And they are shooting where? What are they shooting into? The Plague Monks, I hope.
This is a matchup where Reavers actually are really good.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I don't think he has Reavers, does he? He does have Reavers.
Yeah, he must have Reavers.
But Reavers are very good in this matchup because he's got flip all armor. I find it very hard not to swear because a lot of my adjectives are swear words.
I think of this as a weekend of advancing yourself as a person. Oh, Gotrek, we just heard failed his charge. This guy, love heart, but failure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a no. However, the Eels have charged, and they have decided
Archie,
nice, lock in the bell.
Yeah, Archie, if you move your model to that again, it's going to be an automatic disqualification.
Cheers, dude. My book didn't arrive. So sad. I'm watching the boys. Here's California dwarf dude. Yeah. So I reckon. What do you reckon? That those Eels have gone in there to just lock up the Plague Monks?
So
You can't really lock up Plague Monks. Plague Monks do so much damage.
Well, here's the thing: if he's able to control the activations so that the Plague Monks have to activate before the Eels activate, he's only getting about 4 or 5 Plague Monks to fight.
Yeah.
What does he have? He's got 1 unit of Eels in combat. He's got 2 units of Eels in combat. See, the thing is, he's going to kill off some of those clan rats no matter what before those Plague Monks have to pile in. And those Plague Monks are going to pile in and do about 675 wounds.
Yeah. That's actually conservative. 675
average,
wounds.
a little below average.
Yeah.
A conservative average.
They actually generally do the damage output of the estimation of loss of GDP for England after Brexit. Is how much they do. Oh, Kenny Lol, thank you so much for subscribing, and also check out this Gotrek. So the first combat in the combat phase now has just happened, and it's happening over here, and it's unit of Eels into the clan rats. Big shout. We'll just double check with our table boss, make sure we're in low tide and not high tide.
That's turn 1, isn't it?
You can flip the tides though. He does have.
Is high tide the 4th one? Is it's not ebb tide or something?
High tide, the 3rd, when the whole army gets always strikes first.
Yeah. So that'll be only turn 2 or 3. But low tide is +1 to your save.
A lot of people saying that Gotrek didn't charge because he was way too busy catching some sweet surf.
He has got some sick. 2 clan rats died just there.
Oh wow! So 3 defensive Eels have killed 2 clan rats so far. They might kill 4.
Yeah, maybe. And if you notice here, you have Archie's bald spot.
Do you know what that calls for? Disco rat.
DISCO.
There he is. There's Disco rat. Yeah, just bring it out of the party.
Yeah.
6 clan rats have died. That means they won't be able to go to the party.
Well, now here's the thing, right? Now I have faith that Clemens knows what he's doing, but I would have thought he would have taken the clan rats closest to the Eels away, so as to allow as many Plague Monks to get into combat. It's
counterintuitive.
Yeah, but listen, I'm not going to question the man. He seems to know what he's doing.
What if they survive? Well, so what he may well be doing is setting himself up. So he's got the 6 eels, right? The 6 offensive eels. So what he might be trying to do is win the priority for the next turn, lock in these plague monks. I mean, the eels can always move super far and charge anyway, so it seems like a silly plan. So ignore me. Maybe he's just looking to lock them up here, drop the 6 eels, and then just go long in, yeah, and then aim to wipe out those plague monks. Then he can just go after the Jezzails.
Yeah.
Then he's in a really strong position. That's a big, bold claim. And the eels only took 2 wounds in return.
They are safe.
From the plague monks. Malacca.
Malacca.
That is brilliant.
I thought you said no swearing on the podcast.
Malacca is actually Malacca is actually. I hung out with my friends from the Greek Feta this weekend, just gone, and they were telling me that is a friendly term of endearment and friendship.
So I
Laka Laka is South African for tasty tasty.
So I was playing Assassin's Creed, and he keeps shouting at people he doesn't like and calling them Malacca.
No.
So I assumed that was a bad
It's
thing.
best friend, Malacca.
Oh, this is more like a Malacca, I'll kill you.
Oh no, just like
With a dagger.
that dagger. See in the chat. I don't know, like I keep getting better at this. Well, we're not strangers, but between friends, sure, no bad thing. There you go. Bit of disco rap. And back out. So we see this combat going on here. The fact that only 2 wounds went into that unit of 3 eels means they're in a really strong position.
Well, it's only the clan rats, that's the thing.
Oh, only the clan rats attacked?
Only clan rats attacked.
Never mind.
And it was only 7 clan rat attacks. The 2 wounds actually quite impressive for that, because clan rats suck.
What's happened is you've completely changed what I've said. From I was like, oh, actually, to, oh, no. He also, I think, just looking at it here, has also decided to let himself also be attacked by the bell as well, by the screaming bell. So, all over, not the best choices.
Well, Archie fears no man.
Yeah, who? Eels?
Archie fears no man.
Oh, yeah, Archie, again, Archie is a fearless warrior.
So
I can't wait to show you guys another bit of... Look, this Archie fella is just a treasure. And if I was married to him, I'd feel like the luckiest woman in the land. Yeah, that's what I would feel. Just, what a treasure. There he is.
Yeah. Lovely bloke.
Lovely bloke, but going so bold.
Hair's overrated.
Yeah. However, look at Clemens, just absolutely crushing it. Yeah, great shirt. He's turned up for the party. Yeah, and he's ready to play.
Yeah. Fine head of hair.
Yeah, fine head of hair. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So.
How adorable. His wife says she is the luckiest woman in the land.
Oh, wow. Current Chip says Archie's a fearless warrior, lol. And 8 Point Star says, don't mess this up, Chris. Has he been drinking? He hasn't. He has actually, though, eaten 42 mini rolls, which
Yes.
is a confectionery that you find here in the United Europe. And he said he would never drink when away with the weekend. He just comes for the experience, and has actually and has been
Okay. Something exciting has happened.
something exciting has happened.
Gotrek fell off his base.
Gotrek fell off his base.
Do we have Gotrek cam? Can we check on Gotrek to make sure he's okay?
Yes, I can sort that out. Not a worry in the world. I don't know if I saved it. Oh no. To the camera. I think Gottschalk's fine.
So we have Wolf Priest Jarl, Disco Rat, Surfer Gotrek, Clip on Tie Rob. This game has it all.
This has got the whole. It's got the whole thing. Disco Rat, clip on tie, clip the tie. Right. So who are you guys rooting for? I gotta tell you, Archie's winning my heart. Although Clem's calm, cool, calculated German efficiency, and also so efficient that he was able to subscribe to the channel while playing,
and didn't even need movement trays.
Yeah.
Like, come on, look at that, look at this.
Also, can we talk about him measuring with the 3-inch shirt? That's just the best.
Yeah,
it's so much quicker
than a tape measure.
Way more efficient. Yeah. I'm a huge fan. Archie all the way. More so now I've seen his shorts.
Yeah, you can see he knows what he's doing. He's just there. This goes here. This goes here. This
And
goes
Mr.
here.
Tej is rooting for Disco Rat. I personally want to see Gotrek versus Disco Rat at this stage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only.
I don't think Disco Rat wants to see Gotrek versus Disco Rat though.
Let me show you what's happening. There's Gotrek eyeballing, fist in the air, rage filled, and then over there, Disco Rat.
We have
doesn't care at all. Right? He's just having an adventure, just ready for parties. What would a Skaven party be like? Treacherous.
Right, so Hook and Pin says, I have a deep hate for Skaven, but this dude is lovely. The person does make a difference.
Okay. The person does make a difference.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Like, for example, I don't think there was any complaints on Darren Watson steering the change host.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Over young Chris. Yeah. Loads of complaints. What an absolute monster. Yeah.
running through the vocabulary for a safe word.
Yeah, so was I. We got down to monster. Yeah. So Disco Rat is the first reason I ever liked anything with Scaventide keyword. Although as everyone watching us will give know, Scaventide are absolutely fine. Yeah. They are for 22 more days.
Dude, Gotrek wiped out on a wave.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's going to be so fine. Right, so those Plague Monks fighting back. I'm expecting some eels to die. Oh, so the top unit, one eel dead of the 3. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You kind of like, when you have a unit of 3, you're not expecting for them to have a massive impact. They have a job, slow down, and maybe throw a bit of.
But then Clemens also knows this, right? Sorry, not Clemens. Archie already knows this. He knows their job is to pin things in. So look, Gotrek is not far away. Yeah, he's just like, hold him steady, lads. Yeah. I'm on the way.
Yeah, I got my axe. I'm going to cut some Skaven heads off.
You could say that they've caught them in a net. You could say that he's fishing for Gotrek. You could say he's using the fish as bait.
Bobbing for Dwarden. Yeah. Oh no, he doesn't like being called Dwarden, does he? He's a dwarf.
No, Gotrek doesn't like being called a Dwarden.
Dwarden, you.
Can we see you Surfer Gotrek one more time? Sure. If you guys are super keen for that. I think he's about to charge, personally, and get in the mix.
It feels like we're in like turn 4 already. These guys are moving at a lightning pace.
Yeah, these guys, it's pretty fast. Compared to the last game, Surfer Gotrek, ready to party one more time. Surfing USA. Oh, we're onto the priority roll. Don't forget, Archie is blue, and then red goes to Clems. Oh, Clem got it. Clem rolled I think that's a 4. Just rolled out of the shape. You wouldn't think that I would have made it so you could do that. Yeah, I have.
Yes.
In a foolish. However, Clem has won the priority roll, and he's taking it. That's the right decision. Otherwise, Surfer Gotrek would crush him. Therefore, Disco Rat is ready to party. Oh, okay.
Well, that's a fair reason.
It's a real fair reason.
But what can he do? How can he get Gotrek? He can't charge him with Plague Monks because they're all in combat.
He can't.
Can he shoot him with Giselles? Giselles are 30-inch range, I believe.
Yeah, 30 inches. Oh, time for our pattern pendant. As you know.
Oh yeah.
The grid.
So let's see the grid.
Let's cut to the grid.
So we have this here is what, about 5-6 inches.
Yeah.
And then.
It's easy, don't worry, I've got that.
That's about, what, 18 inches, 16
exactly.
inches?
And then if you do this, then Pythagoras' theory, so 28 inches to here, I'm afraid he's 34 inches away right there. I mean, that's obvious, because if you just take the A plus the B.
And A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Square root of C is 34.
34 inches away.
Yeah.
So we're safe as houses.
That's true.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
So I think he's safe.
Yeah, it looks more than 30, to be honest. Yeah, because.
But yeah, Whoa! So the bell is doing anything on a 4+ within 26 inches, or maybe 13, does D3 mortal wounds. So there's a bunch of units about to take some mortal wounds here. Ooh, 3 on the middle unit of eels,
Not
meaning they've lost
pleasant.
another eel here. That's a devastating blow. Oh, he's going to feel like a fish out of water right now.
Oh.
Another eel is dead. He's going to really feel that tomorrow. I've really hit my stride.
There is a
I've
serious.
really hit my stride with this
I don't
game.
know whether to be disgusted or delighted. Gotrek, Disco Rat, and Math. What a night! Okay, so the Thralls take a Mortaler.
Oh, the Thrall.
Two on the Thralls.
So
Ravers.
actually, the any loss to the Idoneth Deepkin is actually a big deal. Most of these units are Bravery 6.
Godrek's safe. We're good,
Gotrek is
folks.
safe. So even losing a couple out of that unit can end up causing a battle shot to get them off, which
Yeah.
is normally the way you deal with those blocks of 9 eels. Which is why we saw 2 weeks ago, we saw Luke Morton running just waves of 3 MSU offensive
And
eels. So
it's a really good opportunity to use Volti.
yes,
Because all of a sudden his command ability becomes a lot more needed, because you have these like 5 or 6 units of eels, and you then throw them in, and you don't have to waste a unit of 9 eels going into like what do you think, like 10 clan rats, or you know what I mean? So I think it is a good idea to have that Spirit of MSU sort of eel build. I really liked this list. I was actually, when I saw this, I was like, this is really cool. It's nice and different. It's not just 30 eels in 3 units, you know?
Yeah.
So, as I said, I just like seeing variety. I like seeing different things.
same. But talking about not variety, and something we see all the time, is the most famous spell now in Age of Sigmar, the Skaven Warp Lightning Vortex. Nicknamed the Vortex by people who aren't me for 22 more days. It is a obnoxiously powerful, yet some would say fun spell, if you're using it.
I would like to meet these some.
And it's going to go off now, and it's going to go off the next turn. It's going to potentially cause some mortal wounds to old Gotrek.
Well, it's going to half his movement.
It is going to mark
Now,
half his movement, and
has
it
he-
means
has he
he can
placed-
no longer fly.
Has he placed it illegally?
We will double check.
Is there only 2? Oh, sorry, there's only 2 of them down. Never
Yeah,
mind.
there we
I
go.
thought he had them in a line.
So they have to be within seven of each other.
Exactly 7 away from each other.
Nope. Yes, but their bases, interestingly, are larger than a single point. Therefore, they can actually be smaller than that 7 that you imagine, or larger via the size of their base.
Yeah, so
if that makes sense.
do you know what's really funny, actually? If you put them all touching tips
They form a perfect shape.
of 7 inches.
Of 7 inches.
A 7-inch equilateral triangle they form. But if you say exactly 7 inches away, does that mean base to base 7 inches away?
Yeah,
And that makes them much bigger.
much bigger.
Much bigger.
Much bigger. You get about an extra ½ an inch either
Yeah.
side, so that 7 inches becomes 8, and because they affect everything within 6, it's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Again,
But they look like.
so now they're doing what has been nicknamed a tick. So they do like a pulse when the triangle of doom goes down. It's being done by a red player. So when the triangle, everything within 6 inches takes, you roll a dice, and it takes sometimes D3 mortal wounds, sometimes D6 mortal wounds.
Yeah, and it's more
Gotrek
likely,
just
isn't
took,
it?
and Gotrek just took 1.
It's more likely if you're within multiple of them.
Yeah, 4+ if you're near one of them, 3+ if you're near 2, and then 2+ if you're within range of all 3 of them. So Gotrek in the middle there is taking D3 mortal wounds on a 2+.
And this is why Clemens took this turn, so he could put Gotrek inside the Bermuda Triangle, so he's basically moving 2 inches.
So 6 mortal wounds put on this unit of eels that were here. Wipe the unit. This thing is devastating, and I think a smart play by Clem. What he effectively done is built a shield wall and then has just dropped the Vortex in. What we used to see back in the day when it used to be 26-inch range, which was effectively one of the poorest decisions Games Workshop's ever made, apart from firing me.
And creating Slanesh.
Well, they didn't fire me, I quit, but you know what I mean. Drop themselves. You could do it 26 inches away, and then just do that. But now you can't do that, which is way better.
So death frenzy on these guys.
Oh,
D.
frenzy.
That was a poor DF, but you get the point.
So I need a bit of disco rap to cheer me up. That
What a
spell
hero.
also will tick again at the end of the next movement phase.
Yeah, it'll
goes
proc
twice.
3 times by the time of his next activation or something
Yes.
like that.
And as far as I'm aware, I don't think. As far as I'm aware, I actually don't think that Archie has any way to get rid of it.
He has a Tidecaster,
Oh yes, of course.
so his general is a Tidecaster.
So he can cast a spell, and most importantly, try to unbind a spell.
Correct.
Which is what we're after, I hope. But Willie.
I thought we weren't allowed to say rude things on this.
I'm so happy you got there. All right. So the unit of Plague Monks haven't got Mystic Shield on them.
No
so
Mystic
they're a
Shield.
little bit safer.
So
Let's just do a quick Archie checkup.
Now,
see how he's feeling.
now the one thing in his Tidecaster does have the Lord of Storm and Sea, so that kind of protects his battle shock a bit. I think that's the +1 to all their bravery.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a protection, buffing all his units to leadership 7. So that's our bravery 7. But he doesn't have any way of buffing his dispel rolls, or so he is rolling a flat, I think 9 or 10 to dispel it.
Yes. It's a 9, so it's going to be hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Um,
Another reason why I really dislike that spell. Very difficult to cast, but they have a very reliable way
well,
of
not
casting
for
it.
yeah, but not for Skaven.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more difficult to dispel for most armies.
Yeah. We're getting some shouts from the tabletop. Oh, that's it. He's retreating. Archie unhappy, absolutely furious about him retreating. It looks like he's done what? Is this a rat trap?
Yeah, it's very. Do you know what? It's very Skaven-like to run away.
It's very Skaven-like.
Very
to run away.
Skaven-like to run away. So,
But also, I think they've heard. I'm not 100% certain. They are. That's exactly right. They're running back to the disco. That's right. They heard there's a party at the back of the board, and they're like, "Let's go, Party Rat Central."
disco. Disco biscuits.
So those Plague Monks going all the way back for the party. But realistically, I think he's just biding his time, because now this objective is surrounded by the Vortex, which means it's going to be really tough over the next 4 turns for Archie to be able to hold that flank.
Yeah.
Because eventually everything he has around there will die.
Yeah.
It just dies. It just melts away. So what needs to happen is the monks just need to wait it out, and then they'll be able to charge, take the objective, maybe even take the back one as well. So Archie really is going to have to be quite aggressive.
Yeah. So we look at like what the game state is now. Was Archie's move worth? You know, he went in with his 2 units, 3 yields, and now he's basically lost 2 units, 3 yields, and unfortunately,
He's killed about 6 monks though.
That's like, I think that's about 3,000 attacks. rounding down.
Rounding down, yeah. Rounding down. He has less attacks. The 8 Plague Monks actually have as many attacks as the Dothraki did with their flame swords when they attacked the
And they're better survivable as well.
Yeah, they're about survivable as well. Yeah. So something happened there, and we've missed that. Also, hi LLV and everyone else in the chat. Ghost Mutton, Bad Moon Daka, Wolf Priest Carl, 8-point star painting, who was loving the puns, and Siege I have a favour. The sushi team for sure. We didn't. Was that a charge? We just heard of a charge. We had a 13-inch move because we're still in the move phase.
So, yeah. So they have +1 from the bell over that side. He ran.
You're
6,
doing so great.
And yeah. So they're going. Where are they going? This is an interesting move.
It's true. It's true. Our table boss is letting us know that they're going into the middle of the board.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I couldn't quite tell from the screen here.
Thanks very much to Grant Weasley. I love the coverage. I watch YouTube stream at work, so I'm not going to stay for long. Just wanted to give you some good vibes. Really appreciate that. I don't know where you're watching from. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, I think it's both places at once. Big holler. We can take things that you're saying in the Twitch chat, so just say hi. Yeah. We're also in the Irish GT, Ireland's largest Age of Sigmar event in the world, run
Real
by
Ireland.
the HeroPhase podcast. You guys should check it out. And you, Lower Ireland, I sometimes will call it.
We've heard them all. We've heard Slower Ireland, Lower Ireland, but it's real Ireland.
Yeah.
Basically, that council estate up north couldn't decide what their name was. Like, well, we're the north of Ireland, so we'll just take that name.
Oh my God! So we're in the shooting phase now, which is good and nothing to do with Ireland,
Nothing political about the shooting phase.
and we Archie seems really happy. Wow,
Yeah.
what an animated gamer! I just want to get a camera on him all the time.
Yeah.
He's
Do you know
like
what- do you know what I'd love to see?
he's
Game.
like human disco rap.
I'd like to see a game between Archie and Darren Watson
Me too.
because I think they're very similar, likable personalities,
Yes.
very bubbly people.
Both going kind of bold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Both you wouldn't mind.
Sorry, not to flame you there, Darren.
Both you wouldn't mind kissing. Did I say that on stream?
So
Our table boss is skipping. We'll have to just turn him off and turn him back on again.
I'm still looking to catch more eels after your Duardin burn them to a crisp. How you doing, George? There you go. Some more of the Greek fellas in the house. I got to play 2 Greek heroes this weekend. Quite recently, Age of Sigmar, which was really fun. I managed to kill about 27 eels, which was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Duardin made tasty sushi out of them.
Right.
So we are now in the combat phase, where I think, but we're double checking at this point.
It looks like it. Clemens is checking. It looks like he's checking some more scrolls. We have Archie's wife giving us blessing to.
It's bravery. We're in the battle shock phase. We are in the battle shock phase for Clemens. For Archie specifically, because he's the only one who's lost.
And
any
remember,
models.
his whole army basically has rerolls to battle shock.
It does, just
Thanks.
baked into their war scroll.
Yeah.
They're comfortably one of the most efficient armies because their war scrolls don't require any synergy, which is good because all of their synergy characters are deeply expensive and silly, with the exception of like the Tidecaster.
So
Yeah.
your bots need to be put in line.
Yeah, that's the issue with the Honest Wargamer is it's just everyone's opportunity to just troll me a little bit. So it's always tough. Oh God! All right. So what do you think Archie's going to do? Look at that! Look at his
His
tense.
best.
Look, he's tense. He's confident. He's looking for a token. Oh, look at that! Clem's getting serious. Shirt is coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting top tier here now.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It says friendly on his T-shirt, but I don't think so.
I'm glad you said that because I was trying to read some sort of German language. Freien, drei,
Friendly
wie-
issues. Oh.
Oh God, I need sleep.
Have you ever seen like the hilarious names for like German World War II like military vehicles? No. Like Panzerschrufendünnung.
I will have 75 consonants and a vowel, please, Carol.
You should look them up. They're honestly brilliant fun. Look up German World War II military memes.
I will, absolutely.
Yeah, but the shirt is coming off. Davis Ford, the inventor of AOS reminders, in the chat. What a great guy.
Serious innovation.
Big deal.
I love it. I love all this. I love all this stuff because one thing I think that catches a lot of new gamers off is remembering all those little extra bits.
It's hard.
It is. It is hard. Like, and it took me a while playing Change Host for the first time. It's like the amount of rules you have to remember, and then you got your artifacts and everything. And then the new books came out. You have multiple different types of artifacts and spells and this and that and blah 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 blah. So it is nice. It's a very, very innovative idea.
Yeah.
Great to have it.
Yeah. Great work. Great work. What happens to a dwarf struck by warp lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. Andy Hughes in the chat. What are you saying, Andy?
Did you know that Andy Hughes, his legal name is Tequila Hughes?
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm pretty sure his middle name is 26. Because that's how many tequilas he drinks at every event.
Okay. Would you say that he's as excited about tequila as Disco Rat?
I would say if we found out that Disco Rat was Tequila Hughes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes. Oh dear. Right. So we are now into. We are now into a
game of Age of
Sigmar.
Sigmar.
Yeah, we're into Clement's turn. No, Clement's had his turn. We're into Archie's turn.
So it's Archie's turn now. They are. I think this is where they measure how many vortexes are in range of Gotrek.
Yes, and then he takes some more devastating attacks from the vortex.
Doing this really well. So he has some of the Reavers are running around the side here. Now this is
we're in the movement phase.
This is turn 2, so it's now run and charge and run and shoot. So Archie's gonna have a lot of mobility in this turn. He'll have those potential 22-inch running and charging eels, which means those Giselles here are potentially in trouble. Whether or not Archie is going to care about this gnawhole after this turn, like if he decides that he's just going to jump on whatever's there and just kill whatever's going to be able to come out of it. I don't know if he needs to sit on that gnawhole all game. I think he can move off it because at a certain stage, going through the gnawholes is... Oh no, I forgot there's one over here.
There's one there.
Yeah, I thought they were both.
There's monks up, and there's another one. Like this, he's just got loads of options. I really do think Clem's playing a smart game. And
I thought if he went here and killed all the rats around here, he wouldn't need to worry about the gnawhole. But I forgot there was one up the top here with all those plague monks on it.
So there are still 6 eels, offensive eels off the board, which really do a solid amount of work. And now we know the vortex is down, which might be a smart play. We know that the vortex is here. It might just mean that we don't have to worry about. He was waiting for that so he can know where to commit with the rest of his army.
Yeah, exactly. And now the other thing is, Clemens has done a good job by being quite conservative because this is his zone. So if Archie wants to bring his eels on, it's behind this red line.
Yes,
because that's roughly the 9-inch, give or take, due to accuracy.
But Archie does have the double turn set up. Like
he potentially does, which is very good for him. I assumed he'd bring the eels on this side because I think it's smart now for him, for Archie to take this side of the board, because I think Clemens has control of this side of the board with the vortex. But Gotrek is still here. And I wouldn't count him out.
No.
At all. So
yeah, he really could swing the game in a big way, but I think Clemens has been really smart and just kept him as far away as possible, looking to just chip him down. But it's not long not long. I think he's still going to need a pretty decent charge, but if he gets it, the smart play is to not send him straight forward, obviously. It's to connect here, go behind, and then attack.
Well, he has to be careful that he has to make sure he's going to kill those Plague Monks. Because if they fight back, and they're death frenzied at the moment, so if they fight back, there's a good chance Gotrek dies, and I don't think it's quite worth it right now. I think he needs to wait for when either they don't cast Death Frenzy on them, or the Wizards are dead so he can't cast it, or he can maybe get to the end of the unit, do you know what I mean? So, because if he gets into the front of that unit, if he stands here with Gotrek, then they can come around him here, and each time he kills some, they get to pile in and attack, so move that 3 inches. So I think it's about where he connects that unit is going to be very important. And also, Gotrek only has a 2-inch move. Is a half movement in those Warp Lightning, or half movement inside the Warp Lightning Vortex, is it?
Yes. No, just can't fly.
Oh, you can't fly
Just can't fly.
or run, isn't it? Run or fly.
Yeah, it can't run or fly.
Okay,
so they're fairly trapped in. We all play in Total Conquest, so there are 8 objectives on the board, as you can see. And I've decided to choose the absolutely worst colour to highlight them. So yeah, that here. There you go. So it's, but you can only burn. You can hold your objective for 1 point, but you can burn your opponent. But your opponent can burn, or you can burn your opponent's objectives. So what you're looking to do, I think, sometimes is camp your 4 and then just cross out 1. And then that'll just swing you the point victory.
Yeah,
eventually.
because it's not just the 1 point. Like, even if you only rolled a 1, they're now down 1. So it's a 2-point swing straight away, and they're now struggling
to catch up.
And if you're able to see that opening, and you're able to protect against a counterattack, then that's a big
swing.
A big swing, yeah.
Yeah. So we're just looking. Gotrek, I think he's going to charge. The 6 attack heals are down on the board now.
Yeah, they're down here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that 6 attack heals?
Yeah, at the bottom of the board.
10-inch charge, and
so
okay, so we're a little bit off center here, I think. There we go.
There you go. So they drop behind that building, and they're looking to go forward, and they're looking to hit into just some Conrads.
Yeah, they made the charge.
But they do. So they're pretty phenomenal. So they've got 2-inch range spears, which do 2 damage on the charge. They're really strong. They could, if they wanted to, also electrocute some of those clan rats. I feel like that would be a waste.
Yeah.
But they might decide to electrocute into
Screaming Bell.
Yeah, and then they might do all their spear attacks, I imagine, into the Screaming Bell, with all their jaw attacks and tail attacks going into.
Well, the tail attacks are 2 inches as well.
Yeah, they are. They are. I just think if you're gonna slap a rat, you do it with a fishtail.
Yeah. All right, so he got a 7 for the defense yields here, so he's gotten in with them as well.
So yeah, Archie is definitely committed with absolutely everything at this stage, looking to just take out that center field here. But those 3. Gotrek got a 10. Oh, lordy lord. Just measuring now. Now Clemens is going to be worried.
Oh.
Into the clan rats. And why that's a big deal, because at the end of combat, if those clan rats are dead, he's going to be able to pile into those plague monks and attack again. He could have done that a little bit better. He could have had them. You guys can't see that. Sorry. He could have had them here, and then he would have been able, outside of 3, then would have been able to pile in and attack. As it stands now, the plague monks can attack him, but that's quite cool because what he could. Okay. So we're into the combat phase. And the attack heals are going into. I need to really. They are the Morsar Guard, not the Achillean Guard.
Yeah.
Are now attacking into the, shocking into the Screaming Bell.
I'm surprised you entered the Eels first. I think I would have gone with the Gotrek first.
I think he's actually,
Because
even if it's unintentionally, done something fairly smart.
Really?
Love you, Archie. I think what's happened is because if he can do enough activations, the Plague Monks will activate into Gotrek at the top, and then if he does that, he can just double swing.
No matter what. So because then all of a sudden if he takes 3, he can't take them out of 3 inches. Because I suppose that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, and they could double swing into the Plague Monks. But they have got Death Frenzy on them as well. So actually, there's I don't think Clemens could actually be in a better position than...
It is interesting, though, because this is a game of numbers. If one model kills 40, points... I know points are in Clemens' favour, but it's a nice win for Archie. So we have now anything that can reach the bell is attacking the bell, and the rest is into the clan rats. So probably spears and tails into the bell from at least 2 eels, maybe a third, and then we have all the jaws into the clan rats. Okay. Archie's just punching the face off a bell.
Archie just punching straight in and attempting to do some pretty prodigious damage, I think. So Mick, who are you rooting for? Or who do you think's going to win?
It's tough to say. I'd love the Gotrek salmon cannon to win. Again, purely because I like to see a new list, like a different list in the game. But it's, to be honest, Clemens looks like a good guy. Looks like he's piloting Skaven quite well. I don't know. It's a tough call. It's a really tough call.
Yeah, it absolutely is a tough call.
Archie did give us mini rolls.
Pardon me?
Archie did give us mini rolls. That kind of pushes him ahead a few points.
He gave us some big rolls and has really changed the shape of what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sold on whether or not he's actually going to go through those Plague Monks eventually.
I'm excited to see what Gotrek does.
Yeah,
so
me too.
The bell has taken about 5 wounds this turn in total, so not a lot done to the bell. I think Archie was hoping for more. I can almost guarantee Archie was hoping for more. 5 wounds isn't a lot.
It's not in any way enough points overall. Okay. Right. Anyway, well, who do you people at home think are going to win?
I just want to see Gotrek die. Well, that's just mean. Did you know he's surfing? Okay.
I just want the Gotrek to die, says Jamarone. That's a good shout, right?
I thought it was quite mean.
Yeah,
he's surfing at the end of the day.
Yes. He's totally surfing.
We're dead. Never mind. first thing. No, I think we're good.
Oh, it's dead, Jim. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? The stream is alive and ready to rock. Don't you worry. We're all here, and you can hear us. Comment Phase Podcast. Print off my AOS reminders now to go play my first game. That seems absolutely okay.
It lives.
It lives. There we go. Okay. And then hello to Templar. Yeah, we're live. We've been live the whole time. Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. So we have Clemens piling in his plague monks like an absolute champ here. I have to say, this kind of like speed is really good in for someone who plays plague monks, because everyone knows how frustrating the plague monk war scroll is. So to be able to add that bit of speed and competency to using them, it makes a difference. It brings it a long way. So he's looking to take the rest of those defense yields out, and that kind of gives him a nice opening here to be able to go maybe for this objective. So this objective here, yeah. So it's actually quite a smart play. He's gone around the ship, charged into the eels, and when he gets through those eels, I'm not going to say if, when he gets through those eels, he then has a clear path to that objective, and that could make all the difference.
Yeah, absolutely could make all the difference.
Because Archie is stuck here with his eels. I think they may have fallen short of the mark on what they were meant to do. He didn't get the push he needed down that flank, and I fear Gotrek may not survive this clash up here.
I don't think he will. I don't know. I don't know how he's going to make it back realistically. But we can only hope, right? We live in hope.
Yeah, we live in hope.
And
in Archie, we trust.
Yeah, we do. And I can't wait to see if he makes it. Hey, Mr. Sneezy. Hey, everyone, for watching. I best this is Disco Rat's fault. Should we go get a view of Disco Rat, see how he's doing?
Yeah,
I think he's doing fine. I don't know what has happened to Disco Rat, though, but I hope he's alive.
Alive and well. There,
he's alive and well.
He's looking good. Disco Rat. We've lost visuals on Disco Rat. But as you can see here, Disco Rat has clearly had a good night. I don't think it's possible to get sick of Disco Rat. This is a lot of Disco Rat. We've had a good old time with Disco Rat here, and in combat just there, we've lost one defense eel to those plague monks. So once.
Yes, sorry, I just left you with Disco Rat fate.
I didn't want to touch the technology.
The Disco Rat in reality, the Disco Light in reality is for the objectives.
Yeah.
We also have had a little bit of an issue with our overlay, so apologies everyone. That's what I've been leaving Mick to try and sort that out. Because we have Clems at the top, isn't he? And he's playing against the lovely Archie.
Chris Archie.
Absolutely, there we go, easy peasy. Bear with us, everyone. Oh wait, because I'm typing on this, I've also been moving stuff around. There you guys can see the type of terrain on the board. Yeah, that's
so it's
easy. This is so easy to do, I promise. You guys can just do it at home. I'll teach you. It's not even an issue. I know. I'm just. I think one issue at a time.
There you go.
There you go.
Right.
Easy. Yeah.
It's Gotrek. Gotrek is still alive and kicking, and he's going to start kicking some rats in the teeth. So Clemens. Right, Clemens obviously holding off on piling in to fight Gotrek. I think he wants to use only Death Frenzy, and he wants to try and turn off the extra activation.
Yeah, he does. He does. And good for him.
Yeah.
Right, back in the room. I'm ready to play.
So
Yeah.
Archie's just done 20 wounds to oh, very
Uncle
clever.
Red.
Archie
Oh,
attacked the
Uncle
clan
Red.
rats instead.
Thank you so much for donating loads of bits to the show. Cheer me up. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very clever of Archie, actually. Archie, he attacked the clan rats with Gotrek, but I think Nathan just said Gotrek was actually at a range of the Plague Monks to fight them, and he was in base contact with a clan rat.
Right.
So he had to attack the clan rats.
Okay, and then
So-
the Plague Monks are going in. So if there's a unit that can kill Gotrek, it's going to be a unit of Plague
It's going to be
Monks,
Plague
right?
Monks. If they don't kill him with their round of attacks, I'm certain they'll kill him with the first round of Death Frenzy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's going to be able to fight again now. So, but in fairness, if he's able to do, he just did I think 20 damage there. He did 15 wounds and 5 mortal wounds. If he's able to do that to the Plague Monks as well, that'll really help Archie with in the numbers game.
Yeah, I think getting rid of the Plague Monks is actually going to be a big win.
Yeah.
For Archie in this situation. So we'll see if he is able to actually get to it.
Let's see some support for Archie, guys. Who's cheering for Archie's Gotrek here to survive this Plague Monk onslaught?
Yeah. You're hoping he surfs out of trouble.
I think he's definitely in the right pipeline.
Yeah, he's absolutely going to do it. He's going to smash it up. This is good. This is like one of those 80s movies where someone challenges the kid, like, you can't beat me in a surf battle. Only it's not a kid, it's 40 disgusting rats covered in poison, blessed by a corrupted god. So basically the same as every 80s movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go, Archie, go. You my boy Blue. Let's go, Archie. He got this. So a lot of people very excited about him taking him out. Oh, that's super wrong. I'm going to also deal with that as well. Easy. Right, okay, good. Cheering Gotrek from Scottsdale, Arizona. All right.
Nice.
Okay. So he's only got 6 wounds left as Gotrek. Whether or not he's going to be able to take him out is going to be the big question. Do you think he's going to be able to?
It's only so he's got a 4-up, 3-up. He's got a 4-up, 3-up, which means, what is it? Half the attacks will get negated, and then another 2/3 the attacks will get negated. So
He's still dead.
maths. Oh my God. 6, 18,
He's
36 wounds.
He's just going to die.
He needs to do 36 wounds.
He needs to do 36 wounds. I think that's going to be very, very plausible, realistically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be fine, or not fine. I don't know.
I hope he's fine. My money's on Gotrek.
If he does live on 1 wound, that's actually going to be a devastating.
1 wound
turn.
on Gotrek. He lives.
Wait, that's all that's happened.
That's all that's happened.
He only took 1 wound.
He took 1 wound.
Oh my God, he's going to get to strike again.
Gotrek is a boss.
What the hell?
So I don't think Gotrek's. All right, the defense seal in the middle has just killed 5 Plague Monks.
Wow.
So Archie's now getting mad. All right. What's going to happen is Gotrek's going to turn his axe sideways and start swatting rats. It's not going to chop them. He's going to start swatting. He's going to whomp them.
He's going to hit a lot of them.
He's going to start whomping rats.
Yeah, they're going to.
I'm actually really excited now. I
Yeah,
actually got goosebumps.
That top flank is going to fall apart realistically.
Well,
'cause
if Gotrek kicks the living bejesus out of them, yeah.
but also if Archie gets the priority roll, he could potentially go through that. He's got 6 heals on the bottom, pumping out a load of damage, and he's also got Gotrek at the top, so he's got kind of like 2 hammer units going through his opponent's army, really taking it out.
And the thing is, Clement has no armor on the rats. The rats just fall apart. So even after the charge, when he's just got the number of attacks, he doesn't care about losing that -2 because they've only got 6-up saves. So Archie's actually in quite a good position in that he can probably comfortably go through these rats with the few models he has. And if he keeps rolling the way he did there with Gotrek, those poor plague monks are in for a bad time.
A really bad time. And I don't want them to be in for a bad time. I want them to be okay. Yeah. The bell can't move. All the rats have left it. That top side of the board is Gotrek. It is, if he survives. I think he is going to. We're seeing that bell pile in there. There is another unit of plague monks. So that unit in the plague monks here, could come up and attempt to take him out. But what no one's doing is going over here.
Well, that's what I said a minute ago. If you go, this is the objective here, and I think Archie could really struggle taking the game back if he comes this way here, because up here they've still got this, and then he's got the clan rats here, so he can still move forward and keep more models on the objective. But and it's all dependent on this Gotrek combat.
Okay.
Right, so the attack eels are taking a bit of a beating down the bottom here from the Screaming Bell. So one eel is dead, and one has taken 3 wounds, so it's not a total loss.
But the man we want to hint all about is Gotrek's back in the fight.
6 sixes from Gotrek.
No, he did not just roll 6 sixes. Oh, that is not true.
So, I think 7 mortal wounds was true.
Yes, I think that was true.
So 2 sixes, 7 mortal wounds. So I think that's 22 dead plague monks.
21 dead clan rats. Plague monks, he
Plague
means.
monks.
21 dead plague monks.
So he's safe from battle shock thanks to the bell.
Yeah, so they're immune to battle shock because they're here. But there are not many left, which is good though, because he wants to keep as many alive as possible.
But let's see what happens here with the Death Frenzy.
Oh yeah, so first you got the strike backs from being killed, then you have Death Frenzy.
Oh yeah, 21 6-ups.
Yeah.
So
we might still see Gotrek go down in the return fight. So he's taken 4 mortals, and he's rolled 4 ones.
Oh.
He's gone from 6 wounds to 2 wounds.
Oh
Archie
no!
is heartbroken.
And this is the thing; it's so swingy. That 3-up save is so swingy. You don't get a reroll.
Now he's gone from, we were like, he's fine. Oh no! Look at the poor.
Oh.
Look at this gorgeous man. He is crestfallen there. Oh no!
Archie looks deflated.
Oh, he's not happy. Oh no!
No, Archie, cheer up, Archie.
You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Don't worry. Oh, he's heartbroken.
Oh,
Okay, he's gonna come back from this. He's like, please buy me a pint. That will cheer me up. It's okay. He's not dead yet. He's not. Look at that. Clement's taken no prisoners. He's like, I am piling in.
you have played right into my hands, Mr. Archibald.
And I am going to kill every single Gotrek on the field. Yeah, it's time for you to surf away. Yeah, Reflex Dog Training very excited about.
Would you say Gotrek is drowning in rats?
Nice. Yeah, I feel that this is a wipeout.
I don't know a lot about surfing to make this many puns.
That's about as much as I've got. Yeah, and I think you guys at home might get bored if I keep carrying on.
Yeah, possibly. We'll probably just go off the. I missed that one.
That was a good one. I thought.
Yeah, but I'm this slow. It took me a good 11 seconds to get that.
Right. So here we go. This is the dice roll. This is Clem getting real serious.
Right.
Looking to kill Gotrek. Are we going to see him murdered?
Okay, so how are we looking here? That's a lot of dice in his hand. They look like already hits. So these probably are wound rolls.
Yeah.
And he gets to reroll wound rolls, I think, because he's got...
He gets to reroll
Okay.
hit rolls.
No, these are hit rolls.
Yeah, they get to reroll hit rolls just on their war scroll.
Oh, it's when they charge, they get to reroll wounds.
Then they get an extra attack.
Oh, right. That's fair.
So it takes them up to 3 attacks each.
Right.
How many of the monks are out of coherency?
So this is
there is actually. I think he's just piled in to see how
yeah,
many he's
because
attacking.
these are all dead. Because they pile
Yeah, they're
in,
all dead.
They pile in, die, pile in, die, pile in, die. So I think he's allowed to do that. Is he allowed to do that?
What?
Pile in out of coherency?
Yeah, because they're dead.
But if you end a pile in move outside of 1 inch,
Yeah, but they're still just dead.
okay.
I would say that's fine. Oh,
He's
Gotrek's
taken one
one
wound.
more wound. Ah! He's got 1 wound left.
Oh,
He's got 1 wound left. So it's super close. Anything could happen. Oh, I want to see Archie's face as he lives. That's what we're going to see. Yeah. Oh, look, he's so tense. Watching that dice roll. Anything could happen at this stage. He's really
now,
close.
There's nothing in. I don't think there's anything in Archie's list that can bring wounds back to Gotrek.
No. No. So there's some more
hold
attacks
on.
coming in. But it's so close. Archie's super emotionally invested in Gotrek at this stage.
Yes.
He doesn't even care about the unit of...
Camera loves you, Archie.
Okay. It's a tough time. It's a tough time.
Right, so that's another 9 wounds on Gotrek.
Oh, here we go.
So
Oh, no. 9
Archie's
more
got
wounds.
this. 4-ups. We start up at 4-ups. That's 1 failed.
He's just got to roll a 3 up.
Yes, he survives.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Guys, I don't think you can see how excited I am right now.
Oh,
5
it's
more.
so close.
Oh. Oh, he dies. Where's that dice? This one.
Yeah.
He dies.
Oh, he dies on 1 dice roll. Oh, that's so sad, but also hilarious. at
Yeah,
the same
I'm not
time.
sure if that's the dice, but
It was on the last dice roll as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
The last dice roll. So he's going to surf out of here.
that was incredibly exciting to watch. Actually, how swingy his 3-up save is.
Yeah.
It can either go incredibly well, and it's the variance of literally just like how easy you can just fail 4 of them in a row, like he did 4 ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that just changed the shape of it all.
Exactly. So.
Which means, is it Joe Morgan? He's like, yes, I've just been waiting for this for an hour. I'm so excited. Which does mean that top objective is kind of uncontested realistically. However, there aren't many Plague Monks left to go and deal with over here. There are no clan rats, so you can still potentially snipe over there with a quick unit and grab that objective off them.
If Archie gets the next turn, he's in high tide. So this is the end of turn 2. So if Archie gets the turn, it's high tide, and he gets to fight first with everything. So we'll see what happens.
It's very close. It's very close, and it.
Yeah, I think the same.
It's okay. Well, it could just mean that unit would have to move forward.
But they wouldn't be able to.
Oh, okay.
It would mean 1 rat would have had to sit behind, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. If he kept coherency, he would have lived. So yeah, something to look at afterwards. It's a bit quick, and the TOs are both helping me out right now.
It is. It's a thing that's it's quite hard to kind of I'm not going to jump out of my seat and go over and say you can't do that. It's very difficult to kind of catch those as they happen.
Oh, priority roll. We've missed it, I think.
So
they've both rolled a 1.
So Clemens gets the priority,
which means Clemens gets the priority and gets to make a choice, and then he's going to choose to take it. Is he going to choose to take it? That's the big question. Let's find out. Okay, so Clems is going to take it, which I think is the right decision. He needs to. Those Plague Monks need to go and do something, I think. and he also needs to do some more damage with his spells. But whether or not he will is the big question. I'm excited to see if he does.
Yeah, it's that Warp Lightning Vortex sitting there in that it's just going to kind of pulsate, continue dealing damage to everything around it, and give Clemens an opportunity to go take that objective. The other problem is now those Plague Monks have an opportunity to go take that objective as well.
Yes. The Plague... So the bell has chimed, and on a 4+, everything within 18 inches has taken some damage. Yeah, don't worry. Definitely, Gotrek can die to Plague Monks. It's definitely can happen. If there's a unit that's going to do it to him in the world, it's going to be Plague Monks.
So Clemens just rolled something. So Clemens just rolled a double 1 for maybe our table boss can help us out. Okay, so he damaged the Screaming Bell.
Pardon me, table boss.
Okay, so that's from his 2d6 chart. He rolled a double 1 on that.
Oh, nice. So yeah, he rang the bell and he actually did a mortal wound to himself.
Yeah, so I think the biggest part of that is not the mortal wound to himself, but the fact that it doesn't debuff Archie or give him any bonuses.
Yeah, I mean at one point Archie was -2 to hit, which we had forgotten about.
Yeah, I don't think it had much of an effect though. I think Archie going to stay away.
Yeah,
that's an eel dead now.
I think this might unfortunately just swing in Clem's way, because that unit of 40 Plague Monks just those eels at the bottom also being locked in combat. They've done the damage that they can do on the charge,
and now they're stuck.
And they do okay damage, but not enough to take out a Screaming Bell, I'd say, even though there's 6 of them. So pretty devastating there. And unfortunately, that unit of Plague Monks in the middle is just absolutely, there's no threats to them now. Look at the board; it's actually super clear. The top down, these rocks kind of like make it look like it's super busy, but really it isn't.
Yeah.
And if you look, it does really look like there isn't much protecting all of those objectives. Those Plague Monks, because you can score with more than... one unit can score more than one objective. So if they were able to, let's say, move here, get a good charge off, get anything over there or anything over there, you could potentially score pretty big and just burn those 2 objectives, and then that's just going to be game.
Yeah, what are these guys here? These are 3 thralls here, are they?
Fortunately.
Yeah, so they'll probably die to the Warp Lightning Vortex anyway. And then you have this objective here, which is uncontested. So the safe bet is probably to go here, take that objective, burn it instantly, and that puts Archie on in a very tough spot.
A really tough spot, I think. And he's going to be hard pressed, I'd say,
to come back from it.
Yeah. Come back from it. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching from. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, we've obviously got 2 more games tomorrow, and we get to find out who's going to be the winner of the Irish HeroPhase GT. So the kind of the big unit that Clem's got left is this unit of eels at the bottom, and those shorts, obviously.
Yeah. So he's just cast
and there's
Arcane
only
Bolt.
4 of them left.
Yeah, it's once they go down low, it's a tough slog for them, because they just don't have the output to deal with like a unit of Plague Monks. If he had a few units, if he had like 2 or 3 units of them, and on high tide was able to charge in and kind of like alpha them, then maybe. But 1 unit of 3, it's just not going to cut it really. It might kill maybe 10 or something on the charge, but he's already blown his mortal wound biovoltaic blast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hashtag know the name.
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
I really hope that's the name.
That'll do.
So, but even then, he has to get through the Screaming Bell, the Clan Rats, and then he can go off and tackle the Plague Monks. But again, it's not going to be easy for him.
Not at all.
And those Giselles are still there. And so Clemens is now moving his... Okay, so he's doing... I think this is the correct play.
Yeah, so we're into the movement phase now. So that's going to mean those monks are going to move up the field, I think, and start to take it realistically. Hey, Scriver, how you doing? Nice to see you. There are 3 thralls left holding this objective. They're really in a tough spot. So those monks should just be able to take them. As long as they don't die to the blast, in which case he's not going to do it this turn. But he will do it the turn after.
Well, do you have an option? Do you not have to hit them?
No, it has to tick.
Yeah, so it has to tick. So
it has to tick.
So and that ticks in the movement phase. So he could potentially. This happens at the end of the movement phase, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he could potentially kill them
and not be able to charge.
Not be able to charge. So losing those thralls will actually be the best thing to happen to Archie.
Yeah, without any counterplay. So we'll find out what they do. So D3, he killed 2. Oh no!
I think this is a run. Run
this
move.
Is a run to get.
Yeah. So he's gone for that. So he's taken that. He's gone for the sure play, and that's the Warp Lightning Vortex is going to hopefully kill those thralls then for Archie, or not kill them for Clemens. But it's a very German thing to go for the sure thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Isn't it? You know, he hasn't gone for a risky play. Because I know in some cases I'd probably go for the charge the way you said there and charge like 3 different ways. Kill the Tidecaster, take 2 objectives, and high risk, high reward. But this is the more conservative.
Yeah. But that's just the game right there, realistically. With both those objectives being burnable, so that's here and here, it does just mean that there's literally nothing Archie can do to come back. There's still 9 Jezzails here. Archie has been able to take out like none of the major threats that Clemens put on the board. The monks still just absolutely. There's not many of them, but the monks are still fine. Yeah. The 40 monks here are definitely fine. The 9 Jezzails are okay. The 2 Screaming Bells, which yes they can't move, but they can still ring their bell. Effective can do some work. The only thing that could happen is those eels go through the bell and then they go on a run. But I don't think that's going to happen.
I think it'll be too little, too late.
I think it will be too little, too late.
Archie just doesn't have enough left on the board.
Props to Clemens. He is rattling through the turn with that number of bodies on the board, and he's doing a really good job of it too, I'd say.
Yeah. We're in turn 3, and there's 45 minutes left in the round.
Yeah.
Only killed 1 thrall.
So again, we're talking about that Warp Lightning Vortex. Only killed the 1 thrall. And then we're into the shooting phase. So those
Jezzails can now finally shoot the eels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is scary now. Oh, that's a lot of 1s I can see there.
But some 6s as well.
Yeah.
So I imagine that, they're going to be aiming right into those eels to get rid of them. I hadn't even thought about that for the attrition. So you might lose maybe 2 eels.
Well, he's already taken 4 mortals.
Oh, okay. Oh, dear.
And 3 -1 saves, which he's failed 3 of, it looks like.
Oh, dear.
So that's another...
That's all the eels.
That's in total 10 wounds, I think.
So, okay, it's going to be 3.
So they're all gone.
Oh, dear. Those Jezzails just burnt them off the board.
Unfortunately, that was Archie's last hope. There's one left. There's one left, but
that's a really thin hope. That one eel.
It's a very thin hope.
It's a very, very thin hope.
Although
that is rat-tastic.
The eel is now out of combat, possibly. That objective might be out of 6 inches of any of.
I don't think this is going to work out. So Rob loves Skaven so much that he got them on stream again.
A fool's hope.
A fool's. Yeah, this is. I'm afraid, Archie, you've been a legend, but you have not won this game.
Yet.
No, not even yet. unless, and this is really important, unless he somehow was able to ever kill Disco Rat. But I don't think. No.
Oh, Disco Rat is still going strong. If you notice here, he's had a good night. I made that joke when you were gone. I wanted to make it again when you came back.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you.
And by God, I'd make it again.
I'll make it again. So a 6 doesn't get him onto the. Oh no, it does get him into
You
the
get you get the pile in.
Pile in 3. He's looking to try and get in. We'll work out whether or not he can get in, but it doesn't matter at this stage because it's just characters left for Archie.
Unfortunately. There, like again, if that eel, if this is a 6-inch, more than 6 inches here, let me get a prop. They're out of combat, so they've charged that eel, and that makes sense.
Yeah, at the bottom left-hand corner, the eels have been charged, and they are my friends kaput.
Okay, so he's not charging. He's actually just leaving the eel. Maybe that eel will die to battle shock.
Yeah, very likely. Very likely, actually. That's a really good point.
But here's the thing, right? If he doesn't, and this is more than 6 inches, and that's more than 6 inches, okay? He moves to here. He moves to there. If he gets the double and burns that...
He could do, but he would have to outscore. Oh, I don't see that being...
All he has to do is get... Oh, no, he's only turn 2. I thought it was turn 3.
No, this is turn 3. This is turn 3.
Oh, this is turn 3, yeah. Sorry. So it could be done.
It could be, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's more so a case of the rolls on the D3s, what they are.
Yeah, I mean, that's important, right? Yeah, because if you can trade off and then your D3s are stronger than your other D3s. But I just... We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But that unit at the top is dead.
Who even says that Clemens is going to burn the objective? Oh, he hasn't captured it.
Oh, he's outside of 6.
He's outside of 6.
Okay. All right. So that gives Archie a turn to deal with them.
Yeah.
The issue is he has no one to deal with them.
Okay, hold on. They're remeasuring. He's not believing it.
They're just making sure the objective is in the right place.
Yeah.
There you go. 2 guys.
Okay,
in.
so he's got. Does that mean? So he's got the objective.
He has got the objective.
Now it really depends on whether he burns it or not. So he burns it for. Is he burning that? Oh, this is a battle shock.
Oh, the monks have got 2 left. So he's burning both. He scored 2 for the top objective.
Okay, so
bottom 1 for 1. No, so not great.
It's not great. And again, like,
so he scores 7 that turn.
I'm a big lover of the Hail Mary pass. A lover of the Hail Mary pass. And Archie still has the opportunity.
Win.
He has the opportunity to hit 2 objectives for 6 points.
Can one eel defeat all rats?
You know what I mean?
That's the question on everyone's lips.
They're not within. I think Clemens may have made a mistake by not charging those clam rats in, because now that eel is free to
go on a rampage.
The chances of those clam rats killing the eel would have been slim, but he had 3 wounds left. It could have been done.
It could have been done. But he's still got a battle shock off, don't forget. That eel could potentially battle shock off. But I don't.
I think.
But I don't think he has.
It's Archie's turn now, so I think he passes battle shock test. Oh.
Okay, so plague monks have taken.
Let's see if Archie sees the play.
Let's see. That's always a big deal.
Yeah.
Whether or not he sees the play.
Yeah. Because right now, my feeling would be to move those thralls up. These thralls need to go in here. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not death frenzied, I don't think. Then this guy needs to go over here and go as far here while staying within 6 inches, and then hope for the double.
Yes,
because the thralls can mince those plague monks. 3 attacks apiece, 30 attacks.
Yeah, they can go through them, absolutely, especially if they don't have death kit. So
-1 to hit, isn't it? Yeah.
So the plague monks have got -1 to hit on them currently. But yeah, you're right. The thralls could go and do some really, really solid work. Plus, obviously, it being turn 3, it's high tide for Archie as well.
30 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s as well. because of the Futhon.
Yeah, so currently it's high tide.
Sorry, no, he only gets that in turn 4, or turn 2.
So into the movement phase, and we are cooking with gas there, high tide.
This is exciting. This is exciting. The fact that there is still a play that Archie can kind of.
I mean,
pull out.
the thrall seems like a pretty obvious choice. It depends what he does with the eel.
Now, the other thing is, right, if you're going for the Hail Mary pass, do you move your eel here, not burn it, take the 1, then move your eel here, burn them both in the next turn for that extra point? Because
hold it for 1.
Yeah, because you don't care about it. If you don't get the double, you don't care about it because you've lost. So you'd probably prefer to hold it for 1,
score an extra point.
Because if you do get the double 3, if you do get the 6 points, that's 7 points.
That's true.
You've just swung. So
that's true. And that eel there on the double could survive. I mean, no, the Giselles will kill it. Never mind.
Well,
also the Scryer, the Soul Scryer is shooting the Screaming Bell.
You don't know how much I want to go over and play this game right now.
Oh, really? So we're going to go finish it off.
It's such an exciting game.
It is. It's so close.
Yeah.
It's so close. And we're in the shooting phase for Archie, and see whether or not he's going to do.
So if we're in the shooting phase for Archie, and he hasn't moved the eel.
But he hasn't moved the eel.
So unfortunately, he missed the opportunity.
He has missed the opportunity
to win the game.
That
is you hate to see it.
Yeah. But you love to try.
You do love to try, because the thing is, as I said, if you get the double turn and you move your distance here, you can probably get out of the range while staying 6 inches the other side of that of these guys.
Yeah. The vortex also has to tick as well. The players have forgot the vortex ticking. The bell within 6 anyway.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And the vortex has to tick. We haven't had the vortex tick. So they're just going to.
So the bell being within 6 made all of that conversation completely pointless.
It did. It did. Oh, the vortex didn't do anything, so we're all good there. However, it looks like that one eel has got no joy in his heart. But he's going to go into some clan rats just because he's going to go barbecue some up at some point. Skaven could win this. I think Skaven are going to win this Reflex Dog training. I think actually they have won it.
I think so. I think it's a pretty certain win now. He's 7 points ahead. Archie can score 2 points here. So it'll be 15-8 and then in the priority roll. And Disco Rat is still going.
There we go. So yeah, 45 minutes left of the round, and I think it's pretty much going to end at turn 4, turn 3, because there is no way
no way. As I said, I love the Hail Mary, but it's not there.
No, it's not there.
There's no one there to receive.
No, no. I mean, those thralls, if they do well, move, massive charge. Take out that, but they just still. He's just too behind on points.
Well, here's the thing: if this isn't 26, you need to be wholly within 26. So if that's not 26, and the thralls go through those plague monks effectively, and they've battle shock off, but all he has to do is keep the ones that are within 26. So yeah.
Plus those
Giselles, aren't we?
Yeah, those Giselles are going to murder those thralls if they don't murder that one eel.
Yeah.
It's just having that projection of power with that backline shooting.
Yeah.
Has made such a massive difference. And again, Death Frenzy on this big unit up here was so important.
Yeah.
Because it just gave them some defense. And that's right, Scriver. This game is enthralling. Yeah. I am enthralled.
I am very enthralled.
I'm enthralled.
Do you think we're just so incredibly overtired that this game has been more exciting than it actually is?
Twitch chat, let us know if this game has been interesting. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
I've really enjoyed Archie's passion and enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him that it hasn't gone his way, but I've also really enjoyed watching Clemens play.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. It's good. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We'll have some new boards. We're gonna have we're gonna have some new competitors, and someone is gonna win the tournament.
Oh, I can't wait to find out who it is.
Oh, the Irish champion.
It better be an Irish person, not someone really
A German.
Northern Irish.
Or a German.
I don't mind the Germans.
Oh, okay.
Especially not these ones like Clemens.
Mr. T said Disco Rat alone saved this match. Do you mean this guy?
Don't worry, Scrivo. I'll get on Dave to get some pictures up.
Oh yes. Reflex training for Gotrek's death. Best moment of our lives. There's Disco Rat in the corner for you guys. Disco Rat watch. I don't think that. So those monks have been decimated in that center there, as you can see.
I just don't think it's enough, though.
I don't think it's enough in any way. But there's not much. There's not much we can do about it.
No. Archie is going down swinging, though.
He is.
He is going down swinging. What do we have left? We've got there's actually, do you know, in fairness, there's not a lot left on either side. Clemens he made a stronger board position and took advantage of this gap that Archie left here.
Yeah, it's been a pretty key. I would say Death Frenzy as a spell basically won the game up on this top
you're
flank.
right.
But also, Archie never had to charge in those 3 eels. If he hadn't charged in those 3 eels here, he could have just had Gotrek do exactly what he did, send the eels over and threaten the back objectives where they could genuinely take out the clan rats. So all of Archie's combats are done. The Plague Monks at the bottom, as you can see there, are not wiped out. That means they're going to strike back. And I love those thralls, but they are dead to a man. Well, to a stolen soul from Sanesh.
They are as dead as a toaster.
Yeah, they are. They're going down.
Yeah.
They're just so good. So good, Plague Monks.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They're incredible.
Absolutely incredible. And their War Scroll needs no buffs. Death Frenzy makes them crazy.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't need their War
start.
Scroll doesn't need nerfs either. It's fine.
It just needs a points increase.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not fine. It's brilliant.
Yeah, they're very good. They already got a points increase, and we already saw I think we saw already a drastic drop in the amount of Plague Monks being taken in general.
Yeah.
I think you need to just take advantage of the fact that they do have a 6-up save, 1 wound. So they are wet paper bags.
The issue is that you can't battle shot them off as well because there's normally a screaming
yeah,
nearby.
exactly. That's one of the real issues, and I think that's an issue with the game in general right now. Is battle shock is just pointless unless you're Deepkin.
Yeah.
And Deepkin suffer a lot with battle shock.
Well, the armies that you really want to take it, let's say Gits, let's say Skaven, have ways to just make themselves immune to it.
Yeah.
So even Stormcast don't.
Unless you take, Vandus Hammerhand.
Yeah.
But who takes him?
No one. It's going to be a pile-in. That's going to be the end to the Thralls. And then that is going to be the end of the game.
Yes.
Which has been a really exciting game, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to go get one final look at Disco Rat.
With Disco Rat.
And just see what he's up to.
With only 2 models left, I don't think Archie can do much.
No, he's been blocked off. Disco Rat's back.
Disco Rat.
And then, anyway, he's done really well. And that's been a great game. I really enjoyed myself.
Actually, I really enjoyed that game. That was
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been fun.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. Mick, thanks very much for helping out.
No problem at all.
You've done wonderful. Also, a big shout out to our table boss, Nathan.
Yeah.
Bringing the work.
Is
87% of the time.
Yep.
And thank you to you guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a fun game. I think Archie tried his hardest. I think Clemens did really well too. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Ooh, we've got Changehost could potentially win the tournament.
Potentially.
As could Skaven.
I'd say we have Changehost and we have Flesh Eater Courts and we have a Skaven. I think all on went into this round with 2 wins. That I know of. Only three players that I know of went into this round 2 wins. So. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. It's out there. They're the heated matchups.
They are. They
Very-
are. Although there's still loads of great games as well being held at this event, so worth checking out. Thank you to all of you for watching. We appreciate it loads. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you share it with people and subscribe and all that jazz. You guys have been brilliant. Thank you for joining us in the Twitch chat. Mr. Teej, Soul Binding, Reflex Dog Painting, Wolf Priest Carl, Scrivo, I see you, Surfage. I appreciate that loads. Please join us tomorrow. It's going to be 2 very exciting games. I'm super hyped. I hope you guys are too. And we'll see you soon. Thanks very much.